Alright, my new manager for my blog, Marketing Conversation, the corporate blog, wants to know the sort of things that I do on the blogs as the owner and the president and so forth, and a nerdy blogger since 1999, and I thought I would share that with you. So let's go and take a look. Hopefully it'll actually work here. Come on, guys. Here we are. Alright, so let's go check out the blogs that I own and the kind of routine things that I do relatively often. Let me just make sure that some of these processes are working. Okay. Let's give this a go. First of all, since this is the easiest thing for my my colleague to associate with, let's go to Marketing Conversation and let us arrive here and take a look. This is the corporate blog. So when I come in here, the first thing I do is, let's say I'm logged in, or let's say I'm not. Let's assume you can get logged in and that you already have the authority to be logged into a WordPress login, and that you have this banner bar. There's various and sundry things you can do. What I usually do is I go straight to Marketing Conversation WP WP-admin, and that brings me to the dashboard of the blog. Okay, so the first things I do, I use a lot of tabs when I blog. So there's certain things that I look at, one of which is I look at updates. That's the first thing that I do. So let's right click and open a new tab. Then I look at posts, open a new tab. Then I look at comments and I open a new tab. And then I look at spam and I open a new tab. Now, in addition to these quick things that I do, I am going to give a look at the plugins that we have. So I'll bring that into a new tab to look at later. I look at users, and then sometimes I take a good look at what's going on in tools and settings. So I'm going to kind of look through that stuff too. Anyway, first of all, let's go look at updates. Updates check for the latest version of WordPress, and then they check for the latest version of the plugins that we have added. Now, here we have the latest version of WordPress, so we don't need that. Otherwise, we could download the latest version and automatically update it. Or we can just go and we can look at here, all-in-one SEO pack. Version 16132 installed, 16133 available, and user role editor, new version available. I generally just do select all and then update plugins. It's as easy as that. Okay. We can return to plugins page. Let's do that, even though we have that right here. Let's just go to the next thing I usually do. Next is posts. So you'll see that there's a draft here, and that there's different categories being used here. That there's various tags being used here. Sometimes if I look down and I see that there's no tags, 5 ways to use Twitter, I'll just pop in there. I'll sneak in. And one of the ways that tagging has become really easy for me is because we have implemented a tool called Zemanta, Z-E-M-A-N-T-A, and it makes it easy to find images that you can put here. I can just easily put an image there, and it also suggests things that can be underlined. Twitter community, iPad, Desperate Housewives. I can either make that a MySpace, a Hulu, the Desperate Housewives website, the Wikipedia page of the IMDb. I'll make it Hulu. Google, I can make that the home page. Free stuff, just click that. Kmart Deals News, that automatically links to Twitter. Join the conversation. We'll see where that links to. That links to Jaffe Juice, which is wild. We'll give him that love. Why not? And then, you know what? And then you have all these tags, and it suggests tags, and I just let them all go in there. I am more careful about categories, but I'm not that careful about categories. And then I don't publish it. I save draft, because that was the condition that I found it. Now I also noticed that if you excerpt things from someone else's website, it is within protocol to have to not only excerpt it, but maybe these are all excerpts, right? I have a feeling that these are excerpts from other blogs, so I will excerpt that. You'll see what I did. I highlight all of it, and then I hit this button, which is block quote, and I run that block quote through there, and I block quote that, and I block anything that isn't directly written by the blogger. It's required that one either and or, first of all, you have to make the reference, which here, find more here. I guess we'll look at this and we'll see. We can say it's not the protocol to do that, right? So what we need to do is we need to take an extra step, and we need to really, we don't ever say like here. It's really, really bad. We need to go ahead and we need to copy that directly, and we need to go here, more here, and then we type via that. From likeable.com, and then see there's a certain protocol that that this particular blogger didn't use. I think it's important to make sure that we give full attribution, that we give the Google Juice 5 ways to be using Twitter but probably aren't, and likeable.com, because just putting here is awful for Google Juice. So, and then I just sneak in there and I save it to draft, and then let them deal with that afterwards. We've got like 5 new interns, and I don't necessarily know if they have a lot of experience yet, so I'll let that go. Leave page. And then I go to comments, and I go to all comments. And if you've got these little dot bracket things, it means someone else is linking to you. So you can either keep it if it's an authentic link, like for this, in this case, it's an authentic link from socialmedia.biz, right? Other times it's not. If it's an authentic link, you might want to leave it or just trash it, but do not spam it. There are a lot of very savvy spam comments, and let's see if we can find any. Love your post. I'm about to attempt to get my project in Kickstarter this week. I'd suggest changing the title of this post, though, the your instead of your. Ooh, that's really good. that is embarrassing. Thank you. So let's fix that. Who wrote that? That's very embarrassing. That someone in my company does not know how to write your versus you are. And I'm also going to go into here, into edit, and I'm going to correct it. Well, no, I'll just leave it there. I don't want anybody to break their link. And also, there's no need for a space before the colon. So let's go to here. I bet you the person didn't. Yep. And let's see who did that. I guess I'm going to sort of unintentionally publicly shame them, but that's a really inconceivable mistake. So let's see who did this one. Was it me? Was it me? Robin. Okay, bad Robin. That's too bad. But let me go to the comment and say, yes, Brian, that is surely very embarrassing. Oops. I made the change and appreciate your being gentle with us. I will make my team do push-ups if they cannot discern between you and your, or there and there. Drop and give me 20. Alright. Always try to be charming and friendly. Not always possible. Okay, very useful. Thank you, Brian. Then Jenna made a comment. I agree it's multifaceted. Too many companies. Awesome read. I'm going to spend more time researching this subject. This, I guarantee you, is spam. Healthy vegan me. Spam. What a great article on how essential blah blah blah. Is it about making a sale? Online reputation management is also essential. Now, this might be, I have a feeling that this is a little bit of spam, but it's a cohesive, it's kind of a dick way to do things, but it is a cohesive, I don't know. In her comment, Jenna's comment is required on this one. Okay, I will leave that alone. Now, spam can just be really frustrating, and I get a lot of spam on these blogs. You can see that a Kismet, or whatever it's called, does an amazing job of sorting out the Shinola from the other stuff. So we can always, you can just decide to empty spam, or you can just leave it, because after 30 days I think it just goes away. And then you can always check what's going on with trash. That's legit. Alright, so plugins, you have all these plugins. Let me show you the active and inactive. Let me show you all of them. Related posts, what that looks like is when you go to Marketing Conversation and you click on an article or a post, at the end you have these related posts. Child's Play, Internet Gaming for Kids, iPhone, blah blah blah. I like that, so that's why I have it. I don't know if there's other ones that you can recommend, but that's what the related post is. Akismet, it's essential. Protects you from spam, all-in-one SEO pack. It's the only SEO tool that I use. It works beautifully. We'll look at the configurations panel if you like. Comment license, this just shows the terms of service for commenting. Contact form 7, that makes it easy for people to contact us. Well, actually right here, see, right there, and I believe right here. It has a verify Turing test here that is really good, and it kind of protects us from crap email. Dig this button, Facebook like, FeedBurner, Feedsmith, all these things, get recent comments. Great stuff. Gig Ya Wildfire for WordPress. I don't know anything about that. Google +1 button. You can see that in action. I just added that. If you'll notice, all these things are plugins that you see here. This is the Facebook like. This is the tweet meme. This is the Buzz plugin, and this is the Facebook share. Further down, you'll see that we have the Google +1. We have this share social network to blogs, etc. So if you go down here, I think if we go to the main page, there might even be more. Or not. Yeah, so you can share on Tumblr. So if I want to share that article, I can post this right to my Tumblr, right? Video game, you're buying video games for yourself, and then I can just create post, and that'll go to Chris-Abraham. See, right there, the link. Okay. Where was I? Let's go back to plugins. I don't have all of them running either, so we'll say look at all. Get recent comments. I'm not using Hello Dolly. I am doing insert head links on tags, a single post for start, and a previous next, and that's all in metadata. It's set up for being able to offer podcasts, but we do not use that, so I will close that down. We don't have a podcast on this blog. Post rank, that allows us to see what the most positive and successful and useful posts are based on their ranking. And then here's the recommended tags. I don't think that we need this anymore because of Zemanta, so I think can turn that off. And then the 301 redirects, create a list of URLs that you would like to 301 redirect. I do that by hand. Simple Facebook share, awesome. Site info, generate a site map. That's something nobody ever talks about in addition to SEO. Google, Yahoo, and Bing all have their own webmaster tools that include sitemap tools. Subscribe to comments via email. Tumblr button for WordPress. Tweet meme button. Twit Connect. This is so that there can be simple sign-on. User role editor, polls. We don't really do that anymore. anything that you can get off the site, the better. So post rankings, we don't need that anymore. We don't need a printable version. We do not need WordPress quote tweets. What we do need, we need WP Supercache and Zemanta. So Supercache, even though this isn't a high traffic blog, chrisabraham.com is, and it allows you to take the full brunt of any visitors, onto off the main thing and onto cached flat files, which I think is very useful. Let's see. So now we have fewer activated. Honestly, the fewer plugins that you have, the more efficient your site is. I use a template called Thesis. I'm not going to go into that at all because I don't really know how to use it very well myself. So, see, Tumblr button, Thesis options, design, etc. Let's just keep in terms of what I do on a routine basis. I haven't done this a lot, which is to turn off plugins that I don't use. Hopefully it didn't break anything. If you want to find plugins that you find useful, what you do is you go down to the plugin and you click on Add New. You just search for stuff. Like I searched for Google +1 and I searched plugins. And it had this one, Google +1 button. Doesn't have a lot of ratings, but it seems to be the only one that's out there for WordPress. So I installed it. All it takes is clicking on Install Now. What could I use now? Share. See what kind of other share. Ooh, so let's do this. Let's featured. GT Translate. Module uses Google Translate automatic translation services to translate your web page with Google Power. With 58 languages, your site will be more than 98% of internet users. All-in-one SEO pack, I have that. Contact form, have that. WordPress importer. XML sitemaps. Now, you need a sitemaps tool. I don't know why we don't have it. I could, oh, because it failed. Well, anyway, that's good. Let's see. Translate. Let's see what Translate looks like. Now that's all you have to do. You click that, you click Activate Plugin. Then the plugin is activated. Generally you go down to Settings and you can see G-Translate. And select language. I don't want to deal with that now. Probably want GT Translate Pro. Anyway, the point is that let's see if we search here. Okay, and then what else do I do? Users isn't a big deal. We just have to make sure that the authors are people that we know. Aaron doesn't work here anymore. But you know what? Instead of that, let's just make him change role, change role, change role, change role, change role. Wow, look at all this. This is really... So we'll change all these people to subscriber. Wonder what happens when you do that. And then there are editors. It's a lot, right? So anyway, we should theoretically be able to go through and change a lot of these people to not having such complete mad control of the site, right? So all these people are not blogging for us anymore. This is very hilarious. So change role to subscriber. And then administrators. Wow, look at that. Lots of people that don't use very hilarious. Thank you for encouraging me to do this. All right. Oh, let me show you about that post rank. So when people post stuff, you can see that out of 10, there's different rankings. The more successful ones have higher numbers. So this one is pretty darn successful, right? So 7.8. A lot of them aren't. Alright, well, let's see. You know what, that's more than enough for now. It's basically identical if we go over to chrisabraham.com. Look at that, 6,818 posts. Crazy. So obviously the comments are going to be way more crappy. I'm going to have to spend a lot more time. There's no updates. Everything's up to date here. Really, kind of since it's my blog, there's not a whole kind of thing going on with various and sundry other bloggers that I have to watch out for. So I just empty spam. I go to all approved. Thanks for the info. It is really useful. Calorie content. Foods such as the stuff from Starbucks. This is obviously spam. Want to say that I have a blog. Thanks mostly to your tutorials on YouTube. It's probably not that fab. And I can reply. I can say, hi Sandra, I am very excited that I have motivated you through my exceedingly long and boring epic movies to realize that all of us spend loads and loads of time poking around, hitting walls, breaking things, and recovering. And even experts like me make lots and lots of dull, suffocating mistakes. Now, I love this plugin, but I'm not sure what it is. Let's see. When the world gives you lemons, make lemonade. Truth is, I have not always been as positive. Most of my friends know that I went through about a decade of being quite an Eeyore. Is that how you spell it? Eeyore. Quite an Eeyore. Alright, and that's it. You know what? You have questions, let me know. This is about a 12 million minute video anyway. Oh, let's go see real quick what that plugin is. I really like it. And let's see if we can get rid of any. Comment license, comment love, that's fun. Dig this, Facebook comments, FB +1, Analyticator. Ooh, I need to add that too. Sorry about this, guys. It's installed. Damn it. Okay. Google, Kindle this, meta relationship, post rank, redirection, search regex, SEO friendly, simple, Facebook, site info, smart social, subscribe, Tumblr, tweet meme, wordy, WP Zamenta. I don't know what that one is. Alright guys, thank you. Just to remind you, Chris Abraham, chrisabraham.com is my blog. Marketing Conversation is my other blog. Abraham Harrison is my website. Twitter.com/chrisabraham, and then there's facebook.com Chris Abraham, and facebook.com slow bugger you. Abraham Harrison. So facebook.com/Abraham Harrison. Please like it. And then there's my Chris Ham, which is my profile. Please friend me. And then there's my Twitter. Please follow me. And then there's my company website. Please hire me. And then there's, as you saw before, the pretty standard looking blog. You know, nothing, no big whoops. I'd love to get a nice, but you know, content first, I guess. And then all this other stuff I could look at later. If you're interested in going through general settings and updating taglines and doing SEO and setting all this stuff up, please let me know. I'd love to do that for you. But it's not in the wheelhouse of the of what I'm trying to train my team. So let me know if you want more information about that. And this is my blog. I've got like 3,000 visitors a day. It's like a force of nature. It's completely crazy. And that is it. Happy trails till we meet again. All right. Ciao.